You're not just running, you're holding it all together. You run to breathe again, to drown out the noise, to feel like you. And you don't do it because someone is paying you. You you pay to run, whether in time or money. It's it's more than just fitness. For a lot of people, it's therapy. If you're 37 with a full-time job, juggling stress and responsibility, I see you. I'm Dr. Ray Peralta, physical therapist and run coach, and I spent the past 10 years helping runners get healthy, hit PRs, recover from injuries. And today we're going to talk more than just running performance. We're going to talk about peace of mind. So, why running helps you reset? See, in 2021, nearly 1 in 4 adults in the US were diagnosed with a mental health disorder. And that doesn't even count the undiagnosed. You might not label it, but you feel it: the burnout, the irritability, the pressure that never stops. Running becomes your way to cope. And there's real science behind it. So, let's break that down. Uh, so, number one, running reduces stress, right? Stress hormone cortisol surges when life gets chaotic. But running, it gives your body a healthy way to train to the stress response. And ironically or interestingly enough, running is a type of stress on the body, but it's a good stress. It's a good type of stress when done the right way. Just like muscles adapt to load when you're doing strength training, running also helps your body adapt to stress, right? So as you're doing running, could be kind of challenging for a lot of people, but as you adapt to the demands of running, not only your mind, but your mind also adapts to stress. 2021 study showed that just 10 minutes of moderate intensity running helps your brain regulate stress better. Not a myth, not a trend, just science. Number two, running boosts brain chemistry. See, your brain runs on neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and exercise raises those levels, right? That's why people say, oh, I got the runner's high. Usually that happens after about an hour or so of running. Usually when you're running like a 6 mile run, a 10K, you feel lighter, more stable, more you after your run. And running is a real physical way to influence your mental state, something that you can control. You just simply have to go for a long enough run. It doesn't have to be exactly an hour. It might be 40 minutes, right? And it might be run, walk. That's fine. But you're essentially spending time on your feet. You're out there for 40 to 60 minutes, and you're going to get that boost in brain chemistry. Tip number three, running helps treat mental illness, right? More than 50 million American adults live with a mental illness, and many never get treatment. In a 2023 study comparing antidepressant medication with running, in a 16-week study, just 4 months, running worked just as well as the antidepressant. Zero side effects from running, more self-respect. Runners use, a lot of people use running to manage anxiety, depression, PTSD, ADHD, OCD, you name it. So running alone doesn't replace, I'm not going to say it's going to replace therapy, right? But for many people, it can be a type of therapy, right? Exercise therapy, as you will. And you obviously combine running therapy with traditional talk therapy. But it's interesting to note that running could be just as powerful as medications for your mind. And real talk, you're not weak, right? So, for example, if you're 37, maybe you got responsibilities, you got family, you got a full-time job, and sometimes you hit the snooze button because you just need more rest. Maybe even skip some run workouts. You question sometimes whether it's even worth it to like keep running when you have a full-time job, maybe you have a family and all these other responsibilities. But having these thoughts doesn't make you weak. That just makes you human. But you show up anyway because it's who you are, even when no one's around to cheer you, right? You don't necessarily need the medals or the races. And my clients, they're not Nike-sponsored athletes. They're everyday runners. Again, they have full-time jobs, yet they're working on improving themselves, right? Shaving minutes off their time, running longer distances than they've run before, sleeping better, recovering faster, and realizing that they don't have to destroy themselves to feel good again, right? You don't have to run your legs to the ground to call yourself a runner. And it's okay to walk during your run sometime. So this is where I'd like to talk about the athletic runner, right? When you train like an athlete, regardless of your pace, whether you're a quote unquote slow runner or a fast runner, you can still hit PRs relative to where you were yesterday, right? You compare yourself, your baseline, right? And see where you progress a month from now, 3 months from now. And you get clarity, structure, and you get yourself back. It's just you versus you at the end of the day. No more bonking from poor fueling, no more plateauing from overtraining, just training that works with your life and not against it. And if this sounds like the upgrade you're ready for, check out my free training, linked in the description. I built it for runners just like you who want to run their best without running themselves into the ground.